Alright, guys. This is not a rundown of the patch notes. This is what it's like to be gold or ish playing on the preseason patch. I'm kind of going to give my thoughts and see kind of what you guys think, but mostly just my thoughts on how it's been so far. I've probably played about 20-ish games so far, so, I mean, we're not getting real deep here. But first of all, we're just going to skip all this shit. We don't care. You can read that on your own time. They did do some mid-patch updates already, so they hotfixed Ezra a little bit, but it probably won't really do anything. Of course, the Omni Stone, they just took off a couple seconds here and there. Ain't gonna do shit. Sanguine Blade, that's fucking broken. I'll come back to that. They actually tried to nerf it a little bit, but, you know, well, quite a bit, but it's still broken. The Elder Dragon Execute, that shit right there, I was really worried about. The Elder Dragon Execute. I thought that it was going to be so OP, and then the games don't even last long enough to fucking get it. So that doesn't fucking matter either. We're not worried about these little bug fixes. First of all, I did see the Prestige Thresh skin. It's pretty cool. So if you're a Thresh player, you may want to get it. But this is what pissed me off. Why did they reskin Aatrox? First of all, two or three things here, and then I'll move on. First of all, why Aatrox? I mean, they just nerfed this guy into oblivion, and then they're just gonna give him a skin? It doesn't make sense. Then they're not even gonna give him a good skin, like a brand new skin. This is literally just a car Aatrox with a freaking chroma on it, and then, oh, you got golden tooth? Oh, you get a chroma for your chroma. Rito, we gotta do better than that. That upset me a little bit. Now, the Elemental Rifts. I was excited for this shit. I still kind of like it. I do like that part. I mean, I think that all the dragons should just be the same as getting like the third and fourth one, because I feel like really once you get this, that's what you're really trying to get. And it's like if you get the Dragon Soul, which is what you get if you get 4 dragons for your team, once you get that, I mean, you're pretty much, I mean, unless somehow you're coming back, then I mean, you pretty much win the game once you get it. You're already ahead. It just pushes you further. I'd probably say as far as the landscape change, I really like the Infernal one. I mean, it opens it all up. I play jungle quite a bit, so I just like that. You can invade easy. It does suck to get invaded on, but I like the dynamic. The mountain, it doesn't really do anything for me. I mean, I can see where it'd be good for certain champions, and, you know, I mean, it hurts vision control, which, you know, I mean, vision's already hard enough in this elo to get people to do that. With these, then you're going to add more. It's just my freaking teammates face checking, dying, you know, the same as always, but more. I mean, why? Why do we do that? I don't know. You know, I mean, you'd think that people would fucking be able to figure that out by now, but hey, I mean, I'm fucking people. Same thing with Oshra. It's the same. Yeah, I mean, these brush, that shit is way too big. Why? Like, I don't really mind. Like, this didn't really change some of these, but, you know, this is a little longer. Alright, I mean, it really didn't need to be that much longer. Maybe, like, here. Double? What was this? No, take that out. Take that out. Cloud. I think I've gotten Cloud, like, maybe twice. And honestly, I mean, it's cool. It doesn't, you know, I mean, it just gives you the air tunnel. So, I mean, it's good on certain champions. And then if you're ahead, you know, catch up easy to the people you're chasing. I don't know. The alcoves. I thought this was pointless. I'm going to be honest with Rye right here. I really thought this was going to be pointless as shit. And I love them. I've been using them, going into them when I'm jungling, top and mid and bottom, whatever. I walk in there and do my thing, try to fake them out or whatever, and people are confused as shit with these things because they just do blatantly dumb shit, or they try to overthink it, and then all of a sudden they're dashing like way over off, and then you're going back around. I mean, you can just fake them out. It's a cool little thing. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I will say, bottom lane, I think it's longer. I think it's just a mirror of top now, so in a second I'll get to this. I don't really like that because bottom already got nerfed, and I feel like that's kind of a nerf because, I mean, as far as jungle coming and ganking you just can't get back to your turret as fast, you know. It kind of sucks. This brush, I mean, it's weird, but that's it. It doesn't really matter. It hasn't really pissed me off at all yet, but I'm sure it will sometime. I know people have been face checking it on accident and getting killed, so that really fucking sucks. But it's just a matter of getting used to it. Now, Dragon Souls. Right. I like your ideas, but this is... I mean, by the time you get it, it's basically the same thing as in old games when you'd get Elder. You know, like not the same as the buff, but it's like at this point, if you're ahead, you're ahead. Like, I don't necessarily know that a lot of teams need this. By the time they can get it, it's usually like they're already winning, and it just helps them win faster. So I mean, I guess it ends games, but I don't know. It's kind of cool. I mean, I like the buffs. I haven't really had anything too crazy with them. Some of them are kind of bullshit at times, but it really depends on the situation. The champs. I mean, I like the changes, though. I like that there's a lot of changes. It's just bullshit right now to play it. I mean, it sucks. Nobody knows what they're doing. Everybody's confused. We're all fumbling around. There's a tier list. The tier list is completely different for every lane except for, like, support. And even there, like, it's really just the S and S plus that's not really changed. The rest of it has. So, I mean, this meta has been shaken up completely. Yeah, just gonna skip all that. Elder Dragon, like I said, that execute, I think it's broken. I think it's broken. It seems really broken, but I've never gotten it in a game, so I wouldn't know. I've never even seen it on the enemy team. Nobody's gotten Elder in my games. My games are all over because, I mean, you get the Dragon Soul, game's over. It doesn't last past that unless the teams are just both bad. Baron, I mean, that's cool. Doesn't matter. I like this. This is cool. I didn't know I wanted this. It's just updated the VFX on the buffs. I feel like it's cool just to kind of freshen it up. I really like the Baron one. It's pretty sick. I can't decide if this is water or if it's just like blue runes. It's cool, but it does look a little weird. Like, it doesn't look as cool as the fire. This is where a lot of things start pissing me off. So, I like the Rift Heralds. That's fine. I mean, they weakened it a bit to offset that there's going to be two of them. Generally, I don't see two in a game, but if you do, you know, it's usually that one team gets it early, and the other team's like, oh shit, we need to get the next one. And that's kind of how it goes. This. You motherfuckers. Bot lane getting less experience, and top lane and mid lane getting more experience. Now let me go off on a thing real quick. So, what the fuck is wrong with you? Bot lane is always behind already in levels. There's two people. So, yeah. And then top lane and mid are always ahead in levels. So they were usually like a level ahead already, like always, as long as I've been playing this game since Season 4. And now, I literally have played bot lane maybe about 4 times. And I'm used to be an ADC main. I mean, I don't get it, guys. I don't get what you're trying to do here. This doesn't make sense. Like, literally, I had a game where bot lane was even, and we were almost 3 levels below top lane by like 15 minutes. I mean, it's not healthy. The jungler comes by, they're 2 levels up. The top laner teleports by, they're 3 levels. I mean, it's just easy. it's too easy. Like it all comes down to what is your top laner doing, which we all know how I feel about those guys. I mean, come on. We're not trying to get sphincter ticklered here. We're trying to make some moves. This has got to change. I think that all that needs to get reverted back to how it was. They didn't need to do that. Like, they specifically did this to help top lane. And then they did this to fuck bot lane. Like, get rid of it. Turret planning. Yeah, this is cool. I get it. You know, they want you to do Rift Herald top, 2 people hitting the turret, instead of getting jungler bot and just fucking 3 men pushing a tower or more. So it makes sense. I'm cool with that. Little items changing. The jungle, love the farming. That part is nice because you always have something to do. But some of the heavy farm junglers are pretty much hated, like Udyr. A lot of people hate him. I mean, I don't really hate him. I like him. I'll play him. But yeah, I know people that don't. My wife hates him. She wishes he wasn't even in the game. So it kind of sucks when they take so much precedence. Like, because right now objectives are so huge that you have to have a jungler that can take objectives. And then, or like have good objective control. Which you could argue that any jungler can, but yeah, you get my point. It's based on more likelihood for lower elo, mid elo. Now, with these camps though, I mean, you're basically saying, okay, the less you gank, if you're using a farming jungler, the less you gank, you're not really going to get behind it all. Like, your team's going to be fine. They can't get anything off of turret plating. If they get Rift Herald, then you go get Dragon. That shit's OP. You're going to need it later. Or vice versa. You know, they get Dragon. Okay, I'll just get Rift Herald. Push down a turret. There's another one coming up. Maybe we can get 2 turrets. Like, they've done so much that now they do little stuff like this, and it starts affecting the meta so hard that I'm just not sure. I can't decide if I like it or not. It's so hard to know because it's really early. I think there'll be a lot of adjustments, but I definitely think that if there's any way that we can just keep the jungle healthy and get it to where there's a little more active ganking, it just makes it more fun for the jungler. Because, I mean, farming every single game is just boring for the jungler. It's no better than only being able to play like 5 champions because all you can do is gank early. Fuck you, Riot. these items. This doesn't bother me. This is good, actually. I think that the spell shield should always been like that. This guy. This is what I was talking about earlier. Yeah. I saw a Teemo use this. It went 25 kills in like 6 deaths or something. No. No. What is this shit? On the same team as the Teemo was a Kha'Zix that built it. I mean, literally, they were just picking off people left and right. I mean, I guess there's counterplay. You just stay grouped. Can't ever really use it. But, damn. I mean, this thing is strong. Like, when you said, oh, we're going to make new items, like, I figured, okay, they're going to make some new items, but shit, this is broken right now. We got to fix that. The support items, my wife is actually a support main, and I haven't really heard any bad things about this. I haven't really heard anything about it, to be honest. I mean, it seems good. You save the money, be able to get more items. I mean, bottling is so fucked up right now that it's kind of weird. So, needing less gold for the support is probably good. The only problem is right now with a lower level, then I feel like a lot of the mage supports and stuff like that are going to be good because they have more damage on their abilities versus like Soraka or something where she has like not a lot of utility until she starts ramping up into the game. So I mean, it's kind of, it favors early game a little bit more, like early game dominance type champions. So I don't know. I'm sure that all of this is very interesting to support players. Haven't seen anybody build Trillius yet. Energized items. I literally haven't seen anybody use Storm Racer yet. I don't know if it's good. I mean, it seems like it would be good. I know as a Yasuo main, there's been a lot of talk on the subreddit for Yasuo of this being in the build, but not yet. A lot of people think that the attack speed's not high enough, so PD's still kind of the way to go. Static Shiv, obviously, they removed the crit shock, so people aren't even taking it on Yasuo anymore unless they don't know. So, just in case there's any more Yasuo mains out there. I think it's cool trying to just get some of these items. You know, they've been trying to do this energize thing for about a year, so they're just trying to make it a little more valuable. It's fine with me. Yes. Now, when this came out, and I figured out what this thing was, I felt abused. I felt dirtily abused by Rito. Now, this happens, I can suck their dick. I'm not joking. This is the greatest thing. I mean, they put this item out. It was actually good. People used it, people that used it liked it. People that didn't hated it. But they actually listened and realized, okay, this thing fucking sucks to go against, and it should not. You get like Renekton. His whole identity is that he is not good after mid game. He falls off late. That's his counterplay, is that he falls off late. He's a huge bully. This item literally made him good all game. I mean, that should be enough right there. This is Route Portal. Nobody uses it anymore. I actually kind of liked this mechanic, but it fell off pretty hard as far as like people using it. It's just not really that great. It was a cool idea, but whatever. I feel like they definitely should have named Miles vs. W some kind of Zizzarat Swarm or something a lot earlier. They look exactly the same. That's pretty cool. I like that. Just kind of as a random thing. Record. Nobody fucking uses Record. This is the biggest meme item, like, right next to fucking Banner of Command. People were so salty when Banner of Command went out. It's like, nobody fucking used it. And so all of a sudden, like, I'm a Cutie Pie was using it. And then people were like, oh my god, that's just OP. It's like, it's been in the game for how long? And all of a sudden feel, oh my god, you're taking that out? They're taking out Wrecker? I was gonna use that maybe in a couple of years. Like, whatever. Kleptomancy. Hated this rune. I actually really hated this rune. It was way too good randomly. And I think if a champion has to rely on this kind of thing to be good, that's stupid. Like, Ezreal was good before this happened. He was fine. I don't really understand why something didn't happen sooner, I guess. But I mean, I guess they just didn't want to change their rune mid-season. But yeah, I mean, that was just dumb. Like, certain ranged champions, Victor top. Like, yeah, I played it. I mean, I played it sometimes, but that's because it was good, and I like Victor because he's fun. But should it have been good? No, like that's not why they put this rune in the game. I would hope not. I would hope they weren't going, we need Victor top now. How do we do it? Anyway, yeah, I'm glad this is gone. Stupid. Conquer. Golly. So many champions are better just because of this rune. I feel like Riot has been telling us over and over since they let out their runes that they want all the runes to be played by different champions and like things to be good, like not just one rune. You know what I mean? So I feel like they put out this rune, now there's like a bunch of champions that are top tier that weren't, and they're all different types of champions. Like, I mean, Heimerdinger. Why is Heimerdinger good because of Conquer? Like, no. We don't need to be doing that. I just don't like it. I don't like how, like, it's just like Lethal Tempo right now. So many 80 carries were using Lethal Tempo this year at one point. And it was so annoying. And right before that, so many AD carries were using, what's it called? The healing one. And it was annoying, because it was like, it's all they're using. I mean, I guess it's easier, because you don't have to really worry about it. But, I mean, I kind of like a little bit of diversity. I feel like most people do, and that's why they've been saying over and over, we want to diversify runes. And then they make shit like this that's just even better than it was before, just in a different way. Aftershock. I haven't seen a lot with this, but I do know that there are champions that are better from it, but they're probably the champions that should have been good with it in the first place. Not Lysandra. Jesus Christ. And not Lux. That was funny, Riot. That right there. When Lux went like 3 patches or something with Aftershock being OP on her and then nothing, that was a good time. I really enjoyed it a lot. Like, all the time. It was great. Senna's... So, I know this has nothing to do with what I'm about to say, but Senna's fucking broken. But, hey, I mean, what are you gonna do? New champion comes out. They try to do all they can to make it not broken, but fun at the same time for people that don't know how to play a champion. So, it's kind of hard when you look at it that way. Just ban her. I mean, if you don't want to play it and you know nobody on your team's going to play it, I would ban it. It's not fun to go against because she's way too strong, and that ultimate is bullshit. Whenever you're in top lane and you die fighting the top laner in a close 1v1. This hasn't happened to me. I'm just evaluating the situation. Anyway, Twisted Tree Line. Now, you're probably thinking I'm going to say something like Twisted Tree Line. That mode was stupid and bullshit. Well, you're right. That mode was stupid and it was bullshit. I didn't like it. But, I gotta say, I saw these rewards. And if you're a Twisted Tree Line player, well, first of all, let me know what you think about these rewards. Because I think I already know, but I'd just like to see you guys say it. Because that would make me happy to see you curse out Riot in my comments. But, so you got an icon for 10 games. You know, a lot of people got an icon for 10 games, I'm sure. It wasn't me. I didn't play a single game this year. I've done a few in the past, but none this year. 50 games. Wow. I was like, when I saw 50 games and I was reading this the first time, I was like, man, who the fuck plays Twisted Tree Line 50 games? Like, you must have really been the guys that they were talking about when they said they were going to take it down and they were really sorry to the actual fans. And then I saw 100 games and an icon, and I was like, if I played 100 games of freaking Twisted Tree Line, somebody better be coming and giving me a handy. Like, what am I doing here? Like, it's not balanced. The shit sucks. The map sucks. They haven't updated it forever. People have been complaining year in and year out. Like, if I was a Twisted Tree Line fan, and this is what I got, I would be so pissed off. It's not even funny. So, R.I.P. Twisted Tree Line, R.I.P. Twisted Tree Line fans, I'm sorry. Even though I didn't do this shit to you. I mean, I have no reason to be sorry. But, if you played 100 games, got that icon, here is the Fist of Riot, here is your bunghole. Sorry. See, this guy's sad. Twisted Tree Line. 153 upvotes. Like, come on, guys. Twisted Tree Line. Whatever, dude. Well, that's it. I just wanted to give a good observation of somebody that's been playing, you know, give a first look after kind of getting a chance to be on it. Do like a lot of the stuff in this patch. I will say, just kind of as a last thing, yeah, some of this stuff is bullshit, and it fucking sucks playing a game that you've been playing, you know, like me, Season 4, what is that? I don't even know, 6 years? I'm pretty fucking used to the game that I've been playing. So when they change a bunch of shit all at once, I'm not gonna like all of it. That's just the truth. Will I get used to it in, you know, fucking a few weeks, months, whatever? Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm just gonna keep playing the fucking game, and then eventually I'll figure it out, and the meta will become clear, and then everybody will tell me what's good, and I'll play it, and then we'll figure out what's stupid and what's fucked up. And then hopefully Riot will try to fix some of those things, you know. I mean, it's an ongoing cycle, you know. I mean, as has this game ever been balanced completely? No, it can't be balanced completely because there's too many champions. One map, too many champions. But I like that there's a lot of champions, so I'm not saying too many champions is a bad thing. I just want to give some information about the patch, how I feel. I mean, I'm sure you guys pretty much feel the same. Most of us are in gold or lower, and whatever. It's just how it goes.